All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So, yesterday I did not make any videos. Honestly, I was just tired. I had a really busy day at work, and someone asked me to make a video on IDEX and FFIE. That's obviously what I'm doing right now. And my punishment for not making the video was watching this like 60% at one point hit with me not in it. All right, so man, it was a really funny slap in the face. But look, this would have been and I know hindsight's 2020, right? So it's super easy for me to say, hey, I would have called this a juicy setup if I made the video yesterday. But yeah, I would have called this a juicy setup and we would have hit the 46. You know what I mean? So I'll go over why I like this. Look, these are decent indicators to say the least, but we've seen it before where volume was this low, spikes this high, and then just drops back, right? The funny thing is, despite that, it actually stayed horizontal, right? So I'm not sure if volume's going to hold. I'm not sure, though, if not holding just means we're going to stay horizontal or if it means we're going to drop, right? But I'll give you my thoughts on IDEX, and it looked like FFIE might be setting up a little bit. I actually just did an EV sector review, and most of them looked really juicy as well. So maybe FFIE kind of runs with that. But again, before we go into the details, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how this thing is setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this thing with your friends. Look, comment good or bad. If you disagree, I'm not here to hate on you, all right? But anything you can do really does help with the YouTube algorithms, all right? So let's get into it. And look, for real, if I made this video yesterday, I would have called it a juicy setup because look, the way that this thing works is break the 8, go to the 20, break the 20, go to the 50, break the 50, go to the 100, all right? And we basically did that. We broke the 8 and the 20, we went to the 50. I always say wait for confirmation, couldn't confirm, does confirm, drops the hammer, right? And again, look where we were, right? Coming here, we were in this red. Like there is just nothing but green. And that's actually what we see today. You know what I mean? So monster day. And like, unfortunately for me, it actually would have been really easy to spot if I was looking here. And I feel so bad, one for myself, because I should have made some money here too. Hey, look, none of this is financial advice, right? But yeah, I think people are starting to see my juicy setups aren't that bad. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see. But nonetheless, what am I expecting right now? Look, 50% candle is very likely, all right? Because again, we've just done the pop in volume and it subsequently drops until the next one came a long time after, right? So in my head, I don't know if we're going to hold volume. I'll be honest with you. We were down here. We go up here. I'm imagining we're going to kind of come here to like 200-ish, 300 million, give or take, right? And again, the one weird thing, and I do mean weird, when it drops like this, the price should drop too. It doesn't generally stay horizontal. You know what I mean? So if it drops like I'm expecting it to, does that mean it's just going to stay horizontal or is it actually going to drop, right? I'm not here pretending I like know 100%. I got no crystal ball here, right? But I can see it coming back to 8 cents. And look, this is the 8 moving average right now. I imagine tomorrow it'll kind of come a little closer to here. I don't think this is going to go much lower than 7 cents, all right? I don't think we're going to retest the 50 down here at 5 either. So maybe we come back down to like 8 or 7. And then hopefully from there, maybe we rerun and try to retake this. Because look, after this plateau, after 11 cents, red, green, maybe a run to 20. You know what I mean? So this thing's knocking at the door. And again, we actually wicked the plateau right here, right? So I'll draw this. I think this is worth drawing right there, basically half of that. Dude, if this thing breaks 11 cents, there's a lot of reason to believe. I mean, 15, I think, is on the low end. I think maybe even this right here, 19. I think 11 to 19 would be really realistic. But IDEX, again, I feel so bad that I missed today's 40 burger. I really do. I'm curious to see what volume is going to do because I think volume will dictate how this thing continues. All right. What does it look like after hours? We went down. Okay, again, I don't care too much about after hours. I often say that, but we're kind of closing in on that 50% candle that I mentioned, right? So let's see how that plays out. But IDEX, congrats if you hit it. I am so angry at myself for being lazy yesterday, okay? FFIE. This is the power of the 8 moving average, all right? So we make a run. We actually continue the run trying to hit it, but don't get to do it. Fall back a little bit, but look at what happens. Look at what happens. We open on the 8 and then like a magical little baby, right? I don't know why I said baby, but you bounce on the 8. I'm telling you, I love this line so much, right? So this is actually kind of telling me I want to go back up to 43 cents. Right? I obviously drew this line as well. That's my 50% candle right there. I think it's more important that it landed on the 8. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, the way I see it, this should want to come to 38 cents. If not, maybe just a little higher to 43, you know? So this thing knows how to get some silly ass volume too. So if it could push some hard volume, I think that'll make it happen. But look, that's a good MACD. We're in the positive and it's not quite super divergy, but it's also not, you know, and look, let me just say this. I'm like zooming in and like staring at my screen, but we were exactly on this line right here, and it looks like we're a little bit over it. So I'm seeing this this green line actually go up. And hey, RSI is a really healthy number, 64 for sure. We've been literally on the 50 line almost this entire time actually, right? So just a little more volume and this thing might want to run to here for sure. And then obviously if these two lines break, I have a couple there, but for now let's keep the focus at 43 cents because again 10 cents on this thing is roughly 33%, right? So FFIE I actually would be very, very interested to look at tomorrow. It's not a bad weekly, it's not a great weekly, but look, we're at least holding this big one so far, all right? And man, if we can get over the 20, if we can get over that 38-cent line, I think that could be a really interesting here. But FFIE, again, it looks like EV stocks are actually doing pretty well too, so I think that's going to fare well here. But yeah, looking interesting to say the least. So appreciate your time. Thank you.